name's Kaylee. I created Sprout Society. It's a organized gathering of ecology conscious people just coming together on Facebook, Instagram, and now YouTube. So the first thing I want to talk about is ecology versus environmentalism. So environmentalism is going to be like the advocacy for the preservation and the restoration of the environment. So that's going to be like the physical, biological, chemical interactions that affect an organism. Whereas ecology is going to be the study of distribution and abundance of life, the interactions between those organisms and the environment. We are the make it or break it generation. Pre-industrial revolution CO2 levels, they were studied for thousands of years. I mean, yeah, it was there, but it was put there naturally and absorbed naturally. Just like how the forest take in the CO2 and then exhale the oxygen. However, the man-made CO2 emissions have increased the overall levels by 1/3 since the pre-industrial revolution. So not only is our atmosphere contaminated, but so is our soil, our water, our oceans, all of it. Approximately 29 gigatons move through the planet's carbon cycle per year. About 40% or 11.6 gigatons are soaked up into the ground, which contaminates things like your groundwater, your food supply, your crops and stuff. And also, the oceans, that's just going to further deplete our reefs. It will contaminate the fish that you guys are now intaking. So not only is there tons of mercury from, the atmosphere also falling into the oceans and contaminating the fish, but also the CO2. So, for those of you watching that have Netflix, I highly recommend watching, it's a documentary called Chasing Ice. It kind of gives you like an up-close look at, how even a small rise in our global temperature has like devastated our ice caps. Just, they're almost completely wiped out. So you're probably thinking like, oh, I'm not an Eskimo, that doesn't affect me, I don't live in the polar caps, I don't live by the ocean, the sea level rising doesn't matter to me. You're wrong. Sorry. According to NASA's Goddard Institute for Space Studies, also known as GISS, they're conducting an ongoing study that revealed a 1.4 degree Fahrenheit increase since 1880. And as of February 2016, the Arctic sea ice was at a record low for 2 months running. So you remember how like in elementary art class or maybe science class, they taught you about how some of the colors in the color spectrum, they take in more light and hold heat more than other colors, right? Well, you see, the white color of the ice caps was used to, help bounce that excess sunlight and heat back out into space to avoid the planet overheating. So since a huge amount of the ice has melted, not only is the sea level rising, but let me ask you a question. Open oceans are really, really dark blue. It's like almost black. What colors, trap and radiate the most heat? The dark colors. So the more the ice caps melt, the hotter our planet's going to be. So then let's look at the bright or green side. I'm funny, I know. Urban Forestry Network says that 1 acre of new forest can impound about 2.5 tons of carbon per year. Young trees absorb CO2 at a rate of about 13 pounds per year. A 10-year-old tree is estimated to absorb 48 pounds per year, and that releases enough oxygen to support 2 people. 1 tree can make 2 people live. So planting like 100 million trees could reduce about 18 million tons of CO2. So to put that in perspective for you, that's like 3 million elephants worth of pure carbon. And that would save just Americans again, because I couldn't find anything else really, That would save Americans about $4 billion a year on utility bills. So why, you ask, do I tell you all of these things that make you kind of sad? Well, I'm on a mission. My first mission for Sprout Society is to fundraise enough money for 2 trees, if possible 3. I've got the GoFundMe at $100, and I think that'll be enough to pay for 2 trees and hopefully put back some for a 3rd one. They have to benefit the local pollinators also. I've been emailing the local college, the libraries, parks, trying to just get permission, team up with some people, not only just for this one, but for future ones also, to get permission to do a tree planting party. I don't want to call it a tree planting ceremony, because it's a celebration. It's a party, a life party. I want to have someone playing guitar. We can have a booth where people can come up and for like $1 or like $2 get some cheap, non-GMO, really good seeds. Most of them will be heirloom from my garden. And the proceeds for that will go to, future tree plantings. I really just want to have fun and educate people. So please go check out the GoFundMe, subscribe, like, follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook. All the links will be below. Sorry I'm so awkward. Hopefully I will improve. Bye, guys.